Laphroaig, aged 16 years, Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. Is this worth the money? Stay tuned for the Whiskey Whistle. What up, my whiskey people? Mark here at Whiskey Whistle on YouTube, sharing a little whiskey awesomeness from Winnipeg, the center of North America, bringing you Laphroaig 16 Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, a 16-year-old Laphroaig. Now this one is matured in exclusively first fill ex-bourbon casks, and you can find that information right on the back of the bottle. This one happens to be 48% ABV, that's right over there, so it's higher strength than the typical Laphroaig releases. I believe 43% is what you usually find from Laphroaig. With the exception, I think their select might be 40%. Let's go ahead and get that poured. This bottle, by the way, is on loan from a Winnipeg Whiskey Club board member who is Stéphane Posen. Thank you so much. Let's pour that. A little bit more, Stéphane. Is that all right? Okay, there we go. All right, so that's about 25 milliliters, maybe 30 milliliters of this Laphroaig 16. And get that cork back in there. Oh, a quick shout out to Jennifer Lee, who is a local professional for Beam Suntory. Hi, Jennifer. Here is your whiskey. I should have put on my hat. I don't look good in hats, though. I just don't look good in hats. Anyway, okay, let me put a hat on that for a minute. All right, good. Now, it's been a long time since I've had a Laphroaig on the channel, even though I have 2 bottles that I have to get reviewed. So I think I'm going to do something special soon and maybe put up a triplet of whiskeys, maybe Carchus, maybe a whole bunch of Carchus, since I have a friend who has a bunch of those, and that is James Burton. Hi, James. All right, so we're going to check out the color of this whiskey, and I'll keep that hat on while I do so. Let's check out the color of this Laphroaig. Now, this is very, very light for Laphroaig. Laphroaig is typically a little bit colored, but I have a feeling that this is natural. It's super light and gorgeous. First fill ex-bourbon for 16 years. That is absolutely no color added. I'm almost guarantee it. I don't think it says anything back here. This is a UK release, so it doesn't have to say it. But I would be very shocked if this had color added. And if it does, it is just barely a drop. So now this runs right now in the UK for 50 pounds. 50 pounds on Master of Malt. And I think it's about double that in USA, getting close to $100. And it's probably more like about $120, $130 in Canada. Now, a quick whiff before we check out the legs. A fresh box of Band-Aids. But beautiful, sweet, oaky tones coming through, vanillas and cardamom. Interesting. All right. The legs. Let's see the legs of this Laphroaig 16-year-old. Here we go. What do we see for legs? So the first legs are just about hitting the bottom. And the secondary legs are very, very trickly, very syrupy, very beautiful. In fact, 48% is the most viscous for alcohol. It should be the most syrupy at that point. If we discount the cask content. First fill bourbon, though, is going to have a lot of stuff coming in. Should be a very, very nice, rich mouthfeel. Okay, so a little bit more about the nose. It's medicinal. It is smoky. But more medicinal than smoky. So it's not really sooty. It is just straight up medicinal, band-aid, antiseptic. And then you got this weird vanilla that's right there. Citrus fruits. Lemon and a little bit of grapefruit. A hint of lime. So vanilla, this type of very sour citrus, peels, especially the oil coming from the skins, the zest. A little bit of lemon pith as well, the white stuff. And a drop or two of very fresh, very sweet lemon juice. So kind of lemon vanilla, which is actually one of my favorite flavors. Okay, on to the palate. Cheers, everyone. Big cheers to Stefan. Mmm. Mmm. Honey lemon cough lozenges. What are the lozenges, right? Honey lemon cough lozenges, like Halls. A little bit of menthol, a little bit of eucalyptus as well, a little bit of smoke. But this honey lemon is just gorgeous. Hmm. 48% is nice. They should have put this out at cask strength. That would have turned heads. The finish also very much a Hall's honey lemon lozenge. Syrupy, honey, lemon, smoke, that slight antiseptic-y, band-aidy note. This is much sweeter than the 10-year-old. My initial thought was, oh, this is very analogous to the, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's very similar to the 10-year-old. But this is much sweeter. It's a little bit friendlier. If you're coming from Beaumont, pardon me. If you're coming from Beaumont, okay, Roy? If you're coming from Beaumont, then you will enjoy the 16-year-old. If you're coming from Lagavulin, you'll like this 16-year-old. So Lagavulin 16 has a bit of sherry. This is all ex-bourbon, but the warmth, the sweetness, the roundness, the richness is very similar, and that's higher strength. Now, if you're looking for massive peat, you will not find it here. I don't think that was their intention. Otherwise, it would be different. Now, a couple of years ago, I've got a review of, I did a review of the Laphroaig 200th anniversary bottle. I think I preferred the 15, but this is also very, very nice. Flawless nose, flawless palate. If anything, it just needs more strength. to really challenge. The finish is long, it's sweet, it's a little bit dry, not really smoky. And maybe that's another sort of detriment here, is that it's just not smoky enough for Laphroaig, pardon me. It's certainly smoky enough for Islay. Well, time to add a bit of water. Not too much. I'm just going to add 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens with water. I would expect more vanilla. I would expect more fruitiness. Exactly, more fruit. A little bit more of a sweet orange than a lemon now. Still very citrusy though. Still a bit of lemon pith. Lemon vanilla. Candy. That band-aidy note has receded, and a little bit more of just beautiful, sweet, rich tones, kind of like a herbal sugar. I like that with water. A little bit of a straight up rye grain, raw rye grain. Okay, the palate with water. Cheers. Whoa. Very syrupy now. Again with the honey lozenges, honey and ginger lozenges. Honey lemon, honey ginger. Well, I do like that a lot. Final taste. Well, time to get on to the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Laphroaig 16 from Beam Suntory. Thanks to Stéphane Poussin of the Winnipeg Whiskey Club. What is that going to be, folks? It's going to be 89 out of 100. You heard it, 89 out of 100 is the WhiskyWhistle whiskey score for Laphroaig 16 years. Very, very nice. I think if it were 54% or cask strength, that would be up to probably 92-ish, maybe 93. Anyway, very nice. Well, thanks for watching. Now, if you happen to be in Winnipeg, join the Winnipeg Whiskey Club, winnipegwhiskeyclub.com. And if you're enjoying WhiskyWhistle, join the WhiskyWhistle crew on Patreon and support the channel, patreon.com/WhiskyWhistle. Lastly, subscribe and then hit the bell so that you can follow WhiskyWhistle for each and every video that comes out, okay? Take care, everybody. We'll see you for the next one. Bye now.